Hello, my name is Garishan Sanampalam. So today I will be talking about how is force distributed into a bicycle wheel. So as in common, a bicycle is driven around very different types of surfaces depending on the tires, equipment, or the material it's made up of. But when thinking about general factors, there's a force from us or just from the bike that goes towards the wheel to keep it in balance and to keep it going straight. And so while talking about that, I'll discuss about two wheels here. Just draw. So one of the forces I will be talking about is just a vertical force going downward. So one of the forces I can talk about is compression, as in compression on the wheel. This compression can then lead on to the frame, which can then lead on to the wheel back itself, which then brings it back to the ground. This is where it's equally distributed to give us a balance to drive or ride properly. While this compression is due to a load that's on top, or it can be us, or it may be us and an object or multiple people. But it's not only compression that affects the wheels. There's another force that is opposite to compression, which is tension. So if you see on this wheel right here, tension is going to be going vice versa in opposite directions, as in it's going to be going to each other instead of going different directions. And while tension does do that, it's only going to be affecting half the wheel. So if you were to keep this as a whole circle, it's only going to be affecting half of the circle. And so while this is happening, there's an unfortunate reason that's going on, which is it's only at the top half that the tension is being taken care of, while the bottom half is just left by itself, which then can cause faults to happen. Similarly to tension, compression-wise as well. Compression or tension, while there are excessive loads on a bike, as in, for example, the bike is only meant for one person, but there's three people on the bike, it may cause an excessive load amount, which then causes the load amount to go over the maximum limit of the load that can be on a bicycle, causing the spokes to have insanity, which then don't equally distribute the force or the weight towards the spokes, which then can cause accidents, minor accidents, major accidents, so on and so on. And so going back to tension, we can see that due to this one not having any sort of support, as in supporting tension or compression, it'll be difficult for it to handle itself, causing other faults. Coming back now, we'll draw another two wheels. Now, this one will be loaded, as in it has a load, where then this one is not loaded. If I were to ask you, will there be any sort of force, as in compression or tension, on both of them or just one? So first of all, I would like to say that both of them have some sort of force, where this one has a force of compression due to the load. And this one already has something called pre-stressing, which then causes tension right here, which is also another force. So if you don't understand that pre-stressing point, let's think about a bow and arrow. When there's an arrow here, there's a bolt here, there's some sort of tension between the ropes. And when pulled back, it will have compression and tension at the same time. Similarly, this wheel is pre-stressed, similar to the bow and arrow, how this rope is pre-stressed. And so, coming along to the end, these are some of the basic forces that come on in a bicycle wheel while we're riding it or when we're not riding it. While we're not riding it, there are some pre-stressing forces caused by the spokes of the wheel due to it having a different gradient varieties of patterns on the wheel. And another force is while it's loaded, it causes compression. And in a unique way to express these are a bow and arrow example. Thank you.